hurricane, a tidal wave. Essence perfect, life looks brilliant. Give me more of this. I'm out of control, about to blow, and I've been caught in the undertow. So toxic, but I can't get enough. You're burying me, burying me. Yeah, you're burying me, burying me. You've got me hypnotized. Push me out of myself. You've got me hypnotized. I can see, I can hear, going crazy, but the light has got me hypnotized. You've got me hypnotized. Can get you out of my head again. Is it wrong? Is it right? It's like I've won my final war without a fight. I'm out of control, about to blow. I've been caught in the undertow. So toxic, but I can't get enough. You bury me, bury me. I know you bury me, bury me. You've got me hypnotized. Push me out of myself. You've got me hypnotized. I can see, I can hear, going crazy, but the light has got me hypnotized. You've got me hypnotized. Get you out of my head. Get you out of my head. Hurricane.
Please note,
Never gonna stop, never gonna change, never gonna do the things you say. Run my own way to get there. Pulls a coin and I don't seem to care. In the air, no more crowd, just the opposite kind of few clouds. Tell me this time is coming, for the sake of all your lies. Why don't you try to be wise? Know that I need you anyway. I never wanted to be alive, just to feel like I'm fading. And though my heart breaks a beat down, I cross the lens just to tell you. Don't lead the way, don't leave a sign. Then I drown with a translate parade. I feel like I'm fading.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to your favorite Sunday sports stream. This is Point of View. I am Bobby Munson, and joined, as always, by my wonderful friends from all across the world. We got Mark right beside me. We got Ed right below me, and diagonal to me, it's Andre C. Gentlemen, how are we doing this morning or afternoon?
I'm good.
I'm good.
I have secured my tickets for NXT Lowell, so I'm going to be celebrating my Christmas holiday with a wonderful NXT show. So I'm very excited about that.
Wonderful. What day is that on exactly?
Tuesday, December 17th.
Oh, okay. Okay. So not
Yeah,
too far
there's
away.
I called replacing him on the show.
The booker extraordinaire is already working. Him out.
Yeah, you got to get in right with the booker if you want those. And good morning, Bobby Stats, joining us in the
I
house.
volunteer tribute.
By the way, I just want to talk about something. All right.
Yeah.
So this is an NXT show from an arena that ROH used to run on a yearly basis in Lowell, Massachusetts, at the Lowell Memorial Auditorium.
Mm-hmm.
How much do you think that the front row tickets cost for this show?
$12
on the camera, on the side of the camera.
There's
$12.
No.
You're dreaming. More than that.
You're dreaming.
I was third row off camera at Battlegrounds in a bigger arena and paid $115.
It'd be about
Okay.
200.
I'm going to say $476.
Andre's very, very close. The platinum platinum tickets cost $477.
Well,
$1 off.
and that's on the camera side.
That's on the camera side. On the non-camera side, the front row tickets cost $302.
See, that's
Where's
that's
this at?
insane.
In Lowell, Massachusetts, at the
What
Lowell
venue?
Memorial Auditorium.
Hey, that's
See,
where
that's
Fighting Spirit Unleashed was.
That's wild because anytime they've ran shows here, especially when we had AEW Dynamite in Saskatoon, if you wanted to be on the camera side, and I'm talking just on the camera side, not even front row, we were talking starting tickets further back on that side were in the like $500 to $600 range and going up towards the $1,000 plus range the closer you got to the ring.
So to put it in perspective, the two little blue arrows with the yellow overlay, that's where we're sitting. So that's on the side where the hard cam is.
That's awesome.
And this is what they posted for their ticket sales when tickets were going on sale.
That's reasonable. It's not terrible.
I'm paying more
$600
for
for VIP is
for
not
a
bad.
television show of NXT than I paid for a fucking pay-per-view.
How long ago was that, though?
Last year. It was Battleground last year, not this most recent Battleground, but the one before it, where Carmelo took on Braun Breaker.
Yeah, but now TKO's fully ingrained in this dynamic ticket pricing system, though. Now, so this starts at this price, but the prices might not be that price for those same seats the day of the show. It'll probably be cheaper trying to finish selling if it doesn't sell out, which I think it will because the venue is not that big.
Yeah. But then again, this isn't AEW. We don't typically have many tickets available day of show.
I'm not.
It'd be
Yeah, I'm
like
just saying.
the ref the day of the show to walk up to the ticket office and get tickets for AEW Edmonton for $40 a piece.
Hey, AEW, they had over 10,000 people last night in an 11,000 seat setup, so it's pretty good.
I don't disagree. I'm just talking about we've all heard Mike the Ref tell his story about walking up day of the show for a Dynamite in Edmonton and getting tickets on camera side for $40.
I did in so same thing. I did for the Saskatoon one as well too. And we were on the floor right by the entrance way, camera side, and it was $20 per seat.
Yeah,
that was day of the show.
I was a dumbass and bought my tickets months out and paid like $89 for my ticket.
There's a true fan if I ever saw one.
But I was on the drink rail, so it was nice. I was sitting in I was on a nice stool. I had a counter in front of me I could lean on. It was all right. I liked it.
Yeah. Quick note, Bobby mentioning about MLW did Slaughterhouse yesterday. That is on their YouTube, so anyone wants to check it out. Features Gigi Ray versus Delmi Exo. Dijak took on Kevin Knight and probably some other good stuff. So I will probably check that out later today as well too. It's on their YouTube channel. So go and check
My
that.
man Rich Palladino has been getting a lot of gigs with MLW as their ring announcer lately. I'm very happy about that.
Yeah.
So I got a question, Ed. Can you tell me about Seabass Finn?
I can tell you about Seabass Finn. So for those that don't know, Andre's been obsessed with Seabass Finn since he watched Fighting Spirit Unleashed, which was in Lowell. So they used some of the chaotic talent for this show. Seabass Finn is essentially a budget version of Shark Boy.
Yep.
He's like a fisherman guy who like goes to like Bass Pro Shop and like he's got like the little jacket, but it's like a hunting jacket, and he calls himself the SOB of the 603, which is the New Hampshire area code for telephones. Fantastic wrestler, by the way. It's a bit of a gimmick. It's a bit of a shit gimmick, but in the ring, ultra talented, really good mat wrestler, very underrated, even here by me. Like I've been getting more and more used to this guy the last couple months. At the most recent chaotic show, he faced WWID prospect himself, Ricky Smokes.
Nice.
In a $7,000 briefcase on a pole match because Yeah. I know the pole matches are weird, but
Hey,
Ricky
still
Smokes
better
has
than
been
dildo on
doing
a
his
pole.
smoke show 7-minute scraps, and they've been doing a long thing for the past few months where Ricky Smokes got caught putting his $7,000 in Seabass Finn's bag so that they could arrest Seabass Finn. So this was the culmination of that. So Seabass this past Friday, well, not this Friday, but the Friday before, beat Ricky Smokes right before he got WWE ID'd. And then later that night, Ricky Smokes had the rest of the night of his life when he cashed in his Chaotic Countdown Championship opportunity and pinned JT Dunn after JT Dunn got done winning a
Got
steel
done?
cage match against Danny Miles. Yeah, I walked myself into that one. But now Ricky Smokes is the new Chaotic World Champion. He has his second Chaotic event named after him, Smoke Show, happening in December. And he will be taking on Seabass Finn in the main event of the Chaotic day after Thanksgiving show in Watertown.
Yeah, dude, I was watching it and they said his hero Kurt Angler.
Yes, Kurt Angler.
Can we get
Come on,
a full one? Ed,
Come on,
Ed,
Ed.
you missed
Oh,
out.
sorry.
There we go. Now we got it.
I was getting my protein drink. I apologize.
Here we go. And quick question here for you, Ed. Bobby wants to say your thoughts on wrestlers at Chaotic getting the WWE ID stamp.
I mean, it's great. The one great thing about it is WWE has always had their eyes on Chaotic. This isn't a new thing for them to be watching the prospects here.
Yeah.
Kofi Kingston, Tommaso Ciampa, Ivar, many other talents have come through Chaotic and ended up being WWE superstars. It's not a new thing to have people like that. But it's nice to see talent in this area getting recognized and getting the WWE ID. The ID contracts are weird, though. I love them and I hate them. I think that they're great for the talent to get a spotlight put on them and to be able to get more bookings.
Mm-hmm.
However, the fact that they're semi-restrictive and that they're basically WWE saying, hey, we think you're good, but we don't think you're good enough to sign you. So here's a contract of sorts that lets us keep you on the rope in case we want to, give you a real contract if somebody else does. It's
Like
kind
a-
of on it.
It's kind of like a guy giving a promise ring instead of an engagement ring. I promise that one day I'll like you enough to go that step further.
Yeah.
And then last Sunday we got Zoe Sager from me and Bobby have seen her many a time. I had just got WWE last Sunday after we did the show, so yeah, I'm happy for her because I've watched her evolve from literally her. I've seen her one of her first matches in PWA to what she is now. Watched her face like Gigi Ray, Nicole Matthews. This year she wrestled an incredible match with Mike Bailey earlier this year, and I think the evolution of her, she deserves to get signed. The funniest thing I saw on her WWE card, scouted from Lionsgate Dojo, even though she's not Lionsgate Dojo. She's clandestine Society Dojo.
So here's the thing: so scouted at is not so much where they work primarily. It's not where they normally work. It is where WWE decides that they're going to hand them the contract.
Yeah.
Because
She got
Ricky
a
Smokes,
contract in Toronto, nowhere near Lionsgate Dojo.
oh, that's what. Okay, so
Yeah.
from what I've been seeing, because Ricky Smokes got it, out of Chaotic, but his tag team partner got WWE ID Brad Baylor at Beyond Wrestling. Aaron Rourke, who works mostly at Creative Pro, but also does a lot of work for Beyond Wrestling, a lot of work for Chaotic Wrestling. He got ID'd out of Beyond Wrestling, even though really the credit should go to the most professional wrestler, Kurt Hawkins, and all the team down there at Creative Pro, which, by the way, is doing a fantastic job. And if you haven't seen Creative Pro, you need to give them a look. There's a lot of good talent working down there, too.
Maybe they just don't recognize unless you sell your soul to the WWE ID program as a company. So, I mean, maybe that's
very
why
possible.
they won't put that stamp on there, because nobody in Canada is sold out to the WWE just yet.
With the
Yeah,
exception of TNA Wrestling.
And and
fair.
yes, that too. Mike is right. The fact that yes, Nicole Matthews
I
and Aaron
like.
Spencer, who have so many connections within the world of professional wrestling, and why not use them to help scout the Canadian independent wrestling scene, because they're rolling everywhere around here. So
yeah, you bet. And now the Mike's in the chat. I just want to mention to everybody that on Thursday night, December the 19th, Mike's going to be hosting Ring Respect Radio, Ring Respect Radio's WTF Do We Know About Wrestling trivia quiz. So I'm looking forward to that. It's going to be a hell of a time. Can't wait for Mike to show us what he's got, show us all those great questions that he's going to be adding, and it's going to be a hell of a time. So
the second best quiz in December, quiz show in December.
Second best.
It's much better than Mark's. Don't worry.
I don't believe that. I can't believe that. I can't believe
I
that.
can,
no.
and I can verify. I've
Nah,
talked to reliable.
I love
source.
Mike. I love Mike. I'm joking.
It's gonna be a blast, yeah. And so yeah, we got that, and then of course the one that Mark's got coming up here too that I'm gonna be back on, so that I mean, you gotta have your jobber / enhancement talent on the show, which is why I keep getting the invites back, because I gotta make everybody.
I was gonna say, is that why Kimmy's coming back for the enhancement talent?
See, I probably would even make Kimmy look good in one of these trivia quizzes.
You didn't make her look good last time.
I was gonna say, you didn't make her look good during Halloween Havoc.
I got lucky.
You whooped her ass last time, man.
I was fortunate enough that it was like, I've discussed some of this old stuff enough with Papa Smokes. I think I remember one or two things. But Mike's, at least Mike's guaranteed. Kimmy will get at least 1 point that night.
I wonder if he's going to ask her who the new TNT champion is, just to make sure she gets one right.
It could be. Anyway, that's all on Mike for that night. So we will get.
It'll probably be a Britt Baker question.
There'll be a karaoke question on the show according to last night's review.
That's right.
Perfect.
Oh,
well, I mean, gentlemen, I'm just going to brave over this quickly. We can get to NFL in a little bit here. I just want to mention we are now less than under an hour away from finding out if the Manchester United team can be restored and renewed and a breath of fresh air under new manager Ruben Amorim, who is going to be taking the pitch for the very first time with the team here this morning. Please, after all the years of just heartache and heartbreak, please, can we see a sign of a type of football that looks like they've got a plan for once? And that's what I'm praying for. Sounds like training has been going good for them, but that's just training. Let's see what it does in a real world situation here this morning.
Well, he's already crapped on Eric Ten Hag within minutes of turning up. So,
He hasn't been quiet about any of it at all, kind of thing. He has been very vocal about the problems there.
I think one of the interesting facts there was a lot of discussion recently about Marcus Rashford and Casemiro leaving for 5 days to go to New York when they should be where the new manager was coming in. And basically he turned around and said, that was the previous regime. The club need to understand that if someone's coming in and something's happening, they need to make sure that everyone's here present. I can't change that. The club have to. And for him to come out and say that within to being his first proper interview at the club, I was like, right, you're not like the other managers that Man United have had so far. You're going to be something different than what was said. He has that little bit of Ralph Rangnick feel about him, where Ralph Rangnick is a very, very good manager. But people didn't want to listen to him. And he pointed out the stuff that was going to go wrong and went wrong because no one listened to him. But to do that as well. So I'm interested to see. It's all about how he's going to shape up. Will he go 4 at the back? Will he go 5 at the back? Will he be playing 3 at the back? It's very much he's very tactical astute. If you don't run for him, you don't play. If you don't press for him, you don't play. People who are wingers will have to be go back to defend. If you're not in the position, you're going to have to be multi-purpose. So I am very interested to see what he does.
STG, you're not late. We were on early. But thanks for joining us. I'm interested to see what he does too. As far as I know, Mark, during the training, They were playing with a 3 at the back formation, so chances are he will be sticking to that plan. He wants to stick to that plan. It sounds like even Luke Shaw was playing a lot in a center back position as opposed to a wing back role or a winger role. And surprisingly, a lot of news coming out that Anthony, the flop of Manchester United, has been somebody that he has been pushing harder to do defensive work and play a wing role. So I'm very curious to see how this all pans out for them today, how they'll line up, who will field for Ruben, because he's saying the problem isn't the quality of the players at all. He said he's inherited a team of quality players. He just needs to figure out how to crack the code and get them playing right.
Yeah, very much so. And Anthony can be one of those players. He's left-footed. You haven't got much or many left-footed players. You've got Diallo, but he's more work rate is pressing from the front. So it's 5 straight now. Manchester City have lost in all competitions. This is the first time ever in Pep Guardiola's managerial history that he's ever lost 5 games in a row. And yeah, it's all looking up for United fans. You're going to be pessimistic because you don't really know how it's going to go. But also optimistic because he has all the attributes to be a world-class manager. And I'm looking forward to it. And then you've got the old Birmingham City, who spent £20 million on a player, not even top of League One. You've got Wrexham that are throwing money at League One that are just second from it as well. And then you've got Reading, who have paid zero amount of money, are 5 points off Wrexham's, 9 points behind top of the league, and doing an absolutely incredible job this season, Reading are, to be in the position we're in under Ruben Selles and the players as well. And the thing that gave me more confidence yesterday wasn't that after the match, it was all about the ownership. It's still fucking useless. We ain't got nowhere closer to selling the club. So who the fuck knows what's going on with that? No one knows what's going on. There was a Saudi, there wasn't a Saudi. There was a Japanese, then there was a Chinese, and then there was an Englishman and a Scotsman, and it turned into one crazy joke bar that was going to happen. But who knows? But the one thing that really gave me happiness was after the game yesterday when all the players and managers were asked, "That's a good win." And he goes, "Yeah, it's good, but we're not in the playoffs, or we're not challenging the top 2 yet. Our aim is for promotion." And I went, "You've given me a semi before Christmas. Thank you very much, lads." So yeah, it's all going well. And then me and Andre were talking before the show as well. Max Verstappen is, if you haven't already seen, please, I'm about to spoil it if you watch F1. If you don't, I'm going to spoil it now. Max Verstappen is now your 4-time world champion, 4 times in a row, the second person ever in F1 history to do that. The other was Sebastian Vettel doing it in a Red Bull as well. He finished 4th because Lando Norris needed to finish further up, but he only finished 7th, and Lewis Hamilton finishing 2nd, with George Russell finishing 1st. But we've also had an incredible week of wrestling, Mr. Bobby. We had Mr. Heyman is back, who gave me
That was impressive.
I have never had goosebumps like that in so long. So long, you know, apart from when The Rock returns and when I hear Gunther's music and when I see Dominic Mysterio. Apart from that, when I heard Paul Heyman's voice and then CM Punk come out, oh my God, that was the greatest ending to SmackDown I've seen in a very long time. And it's made War Games more exciting. Can Roman and CM Punk exist after the radio interview? What's going to happen there? And also, everyone's now talking about what Paul Heyman was wearing.
I was going to say, are we not going to talk about the fact that Paul Heyman is dressed like Solo Sikoa here?
Yeah.
Yeah, his turn is coming. He's going to turn on the OTC.
Well, and here's the thing we really got to worry about. It's in Canada, and like Basser's saying, are they going to get snowed in themselves? He's asking if I did, but maybe Vancouver will get hammered with this snowstorm as well, too. Kind of, I guess, Basser. I was out there early already dealing with the snow situation, most of it up to my knees, and you know I'm a tall dude, so you know that's quite a bit of snow. I'd managed to get a pathway to the cars. We'll see where they go from there, but Yes, SDG saying Vancouver will not get hammered by a snowstorm. Never say never, SDG. I've seen you guys get hit with snowstorms before, and
you're
you
fucked if you do.
guys are not prepared when snowstorms
Stop
hit.
pointing at me when
Not
you
at
say you
all
guys.
prepared.
Stop pointing at me when you say you guys. We're perfectly
Okay,
prepared.
I'm pointing this way. It's not towards you, Ed. It's out there. That's where it is.
Alex, can I ask you a quick question? How tall are you?
Which
Bobby,
one?
how tall are you?
That's it. That's for you, Ed.
How tall are you?
6 foot
height-
1.
Oh, you bastard! Bastard!
I'm the short guy. Come on.
Bastard! Oh,
No.
so right. So I'm going to tell you why I asked you that. Me and Bobby were having discussion of how tall the men were in OLE. Right. I thought I was taller than Bobby, and then discovered I'm nowhere near taller than him. Then he told me that Andre might be taller than me, and you might be taller than me, and I was worried that I was going to be the smallest man in OLE. But then I'm 6 foot 6'1", so I'm nearly roughly the same as Ed.
Yeah.
And then, so Andre is the smallest man, so I'm fine with that. I'm okay.
5'8",
okay.
baby. 5'8".
He's 2/3 the height of the rest of us.
Oh, I'm not. I'm taller than Mel Ball,
Well, everybody's taller than Mel Ball.
except for Astrid.
Actually, he's
His
not.
daughter might be taller than Mel Ball. Mel Ball and Astrid are fucking tiny.
Wait. So FCG is smaller than Andre.
SDG's 5'7".
Sweet, I'm the
That's
biggest
what-
man in my tag team. Let's go.
That's why they don't pick well, because STG can't read or see who he's actually picking.
They just reach over the counter and grab the
That one.
This one, please.
All right,
Oh,
gentlemen.
God.
All right. Well, the reason we are on early and the reason that we're going to be wrapping up is because I am heading out to the movies early this afternoon. If I can get out of the snow.
Have you seen what STG just wrote? Please put that on screen now. Please put what STG just wrote on the screen. And
You're
then
insane,
put-
SCG. You're
And
insane.
then put the scores on the screen at the same time. Do it. I need him to weep. I need him to weep.
Needs them to weep. I think this is the updated one.
There we go.
There we go.
Oh, Bond did I? Oh, Bond just more than points away from you. Anyway.
STG's right. He's not weeping. He paid our.
No, yeah, it's very,
That's
we
right.
should make him do double just for him being
No.
too early on it.
No. No, we're not like that. STG has been very good to us and very kind to us, and we do appreciate all the support there. So, but speaking of which, gentlemen, let's go ahead and get right into these NFL predictions for the week. We got quite a few games because some of those games are landing on Thanksgiving and Black Friday for those in the U.S. So,
Wait, Thanksgiving already happened, Ed?
Ed,
Bobby?
before
Come
we
on.
get into the prediction side, just talk a little bit about how important NFL Day is on Thanksgiving for all of you out in the U.S.
I mean, I wouldn't say it's important. It's a tradition. It's like anything else is a tradition. And having the ability to have something else to focus on with your family during a day like that is a nice thing to have. You don't have to always have to talk to your family about what's going on in people's lives or this, that, and the other thing. You can go ahead and just, focus on football and, let that take the place of a majority of the conversation of the day and just relax and enjoy yourself. Food this year, Thanksgiving, is going to be very, very different. I am on the path to getting a gastric sleeve, so I'm not going to be eating heavily this year, as well as my mother just had the gastric sleeve surgery done on Monday, so she is still recovering. Mama Fries is doing very well. This year's Thanksgiving will be very, very low key.
Yep. Well, that's hopefully good to hear that Mama Fries is doing well and got through the surgery well too. So yeah, very happy to hear that. But yes, those I see where you're coming from. I mean, Mark and I could probably relate when it comes to English football on Boxing Day. Because there's always the Boxing Day matchups on the 26th that happen. And they're all day. And this is the time when it doesn't even matter which teams are playing. People are watching and paying attention. You're around the house. You're there. You make the open-faced turkey sandwiches with the leftover gravy on them. You know, whatever. If there's any Yorkshire puddings left over the next day, you'd be cracking those too. I mean, it's a fantastic time.
Boxing Day.
That's how I feel for the
Boxing
World
Day.
Juniors. The World Juniors starts on Boxing Day every year, and I'm like, bam, let's watch hockey, baby.
So Boxing Day over here, it starts around about 11:30. It's sometimes the first kickoff, 11:30 to 12 o'clock. It doesn't finish till the last kickoff, which is round about 8 o'clock at night. So you don't finish watching football if you're not going to a game until round about 10 o'clock at night. This year, Reading are at home, so Boxing Day, I will be going to the ground singing and then making sure Reading win. So that is. Sometimes you get dressed up as Santa in December. You dress up as a reindeer, an elf, all of those type of things to keep the spirits up and keep things going. But Boxing Day is just like Christmas Day is top tier, but the next best holiday in England is Boxing Day. You sit in front. If we're Reading not at home, I will sit in front of the TV and will not move until the last game of the football. My wife hates me on Boxing Day, by the way. Hates me.
Just on Boxing Day?
No, most days as well, but she especially hates me on Boxing Day. Like, there's like another level of
I'm
anger
still
she has.
surprised she married you. I don't know what blasphemous you have over that woman, but she's a saint.
No, she really is. I do. I wonder for her sanity half the time.
Yep. All right, let's see here. I've never known what the true meaning of Boxing Day is. Back when I was young, Grasshopper, it was all about store sales in person. Yeah, I mean, in reality, to me, it's a day off where watching English football pretty much is what Boxing Day is, and eating leftovers. So, yeah, it's a good time. And you know what? I mean, part of me kind of feels like maybe I should tune into that Reading game just to see if I catch a glimpse of Mark being a total asshat in the stands there somewhere. So,
me and my daughter, I'm teaching my daughter. I shouldn't be doing this, but I am, because when you're at football, I had this rule with my younger brother as well. When you're at football, you can say anything you want, swear words, anything. Get it off your chest, right? As soon as we step out, or you're near your mother, or anyone else of family members that could potentially be around, we don't say it. And then the other game, we haven't been to a game for ages, because the last home game was we were in Tunisia for when it was happening, was when Bobby will know this, but when a goalkeeper takes the goal kick, the crowd will chant, "Your shit, right at the goalkeeper to try and put them off. I was watching to see if she would do it, because every time she kept going, but she wasn't. And then there was one particular goal kick. She went, "Your shit," and I went, "Yes, that's my daughter. Thank you very much. I'm training you well. Carry it on." But yeah, you got to train it in the bloodline.
Yeah, teach them young. That's what it's all about. So,
which bloodline though? OG bloodline or Timu bloodline?
I like both bloodlines. I will not choose.
Well, that's because you don't know which side your final boss is on yet, isn't it?
Yes, I don't know where he's going yet. Oh, yeah, I ain't got a clue. If he's with Roman, then I love Roman. If he's not with Roman, then I hate Roman.
Don't worry. Soon enough, Solo will have no home in either bloodline, and Jacob Fatu is going to take over everything and bring in all those new names that are sitting in the back just waiting. He's going to bring in Lance Anawai and Hikaleo. I mean, not that one's as big a deal, but, you know, there's others sitting back there ready to go. So.
Bigger deal than Lance Anawai. That's for goddamn sure.
Oh, piss off. Lance Anawai is fantastic, man.
Thank you.
Yeah, Lance is great.
Lance wrestled a match on Raw. It's fine.
Yeah.
He wrestled Shane McMahon, the greatest in the world. He is indeed the best in the world. Shane McMahon.
Amazing what you can get people to say when your daddy owns the company, or did anyway.
I mean, he's the best in the world, so I don't know what everybody else is arguing about.
He's in AEW now, so he's going to be the best in the world. And all the people on the internet that were like, "Oh, you can't be having it. He's the Vince McMahon son. You can't be having a go. Oh, he's the greatest thing in the world. Yay!" Shut up. That was my mockery of AEW, by the way. That's the only one I've done in the show. Ed had to go earlier. It was my turn.
And yes, Bobby, he is
Yes.
one of the best.
Yes.
Yeah.
Bobby, speaking of which, are you surprised at how well WWE has booked Jacob Fatu coming in compared to the Falcons?
I'm surprised that they did so right by him. I'm not surprised by his ability to prove that he is capable of that spot, is the best way to put it. I always knew he was capable. I didn't know that they would see it and roll with it, kind of thing. I thought that there would be a lot slower build for Jacob Fatu than there has been.
Yeah.
But kudos to them for recognizing talent and doing something with it.
He will be world champion by WrestleMania 42.
Very possible. But first of all, we need to know who's going to win these games coming up here, boys. So let's get into it. It's NFL prediction time. We're going to start off with game number 1. It's the Detroit Lions at the Indianapolis Colts. And I said it right.
Lions.
I said it right.
You did. I was waiting for that.
No F-bombs this week. At
What,
least not yet.
did he say the Indianapolis something else's last week?
Oh, I got tongue-tied on it last 2 weeks in a row and just started cussing afterwards.
So he basically went, oh, fuck it, Colts. That's basically how it's been going. That's how it
Oh, that's so good.
Lions.
So good.
Lions.
Yeah.
Lions.
I figured it was going to be Lions across the board.
I really hoped he got it wrong again, just so he could do the meltdown he did last week. That was bloody brilliant.
I mean, realistically, fuck those Colts.
As a New England fan, always fuck the Colts.
Yep. All right. Next game up, we got the Tennessee Titans are at the Houston Texans.
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 Dude, we got some easy picks here, boys.
I can't
They're-
take risks
this
on
week's
some of these
schedule
games.
isn't
You
very
know,
hard.
you can't take a risk on some of these games, man. Fuck.
Mm.
Yeah, I'd love to take a chance on a few of these games, but there's so few opportunities to take said risks.
This isn't the week for it. We'll wait to a better week.
The issue is there's so many games that there's so many chances to get things wrong. Like there's 7 points between the viewers and viewers and Bobby and Ed, and there's 7 points between me and Bobby and Ed. Well, there's 14 points now between the viewers and myself. But there is so many chances where if you take a risk, you could either be going way up or way down again. So you have to be very. I think this is one of the weeks that you're going to have to be. It's going to be a boring week, I think, for us this week. I don't think it's going to be a sensible week for us. Bar one game that I know that I'll be picking for, and Ed will be picking different.
No,
Well,
no,
on
I
this-
can guarantee you the game you're thinking of, we're picking the same thing.
Okay, then.
Oh,
Okay.
really?
Okay,
Yeah.
then.
I'm
I
looking
know
forward
what game he's talking about, and I was hoping he'd surprise him.
Well,
Okay.
I might have preemptively filled out the next game here for all 3 spots here already. Just had a thought. Yeah, I mean, if you guys think I'm wrong, feel free to say it. But it's the Dallas Cowboys at the Washington Commanders.
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 Yeah. Filled out already. I got you cased. Yeah, I've been learning in this process. I'm getting it figured out.
At some point, right, we need Bobby to sit down and watch like Red Zone the whole way through it, right? From start to finish. We need Bobby to watch Red Zone and see if he picks up on things during it, and then we test him the week after. That is something that needs to happen.
My brain's overloaded enough. I could barely remember what day of the week it is most days. So come on. Next, we got the Minnesota Vikings at the Chicago Bears.
Vikings.
Never picked the Bears.
Vikings. I want to off pick, but I
To
can't.
be fair, the Bears were very close last week.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for that field goal, they would have won that game. So Vikings haven't been all cylinders recently.
The Vikingos. We're going with the Vikingos.
And STG is mentioning about my stream on Thursday. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. It was definitely a different opportunity for us. And we surprisingly been asked to come back, so they didn't dislike us. So we did well. But thank you for the support. I really do appreciate it. So, yep. That's SDGL saying they took the Bears last week. Should have had that, and he's salty. So fuck the Bears.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it looked like the crowd. You know what? We had a good crowd. There was a good amount of people out for Thursday night. It was a lot of fun. So I do appreciate that. And yeah, I mean, we got asked to come back. So I mean, that's the key right there. People enjoyed it enough. So let's see if people are going to enjoy this next game on the list. It's the Kansas City Chiefs are at the Carolina Panthers.
All about those Chiefs. It's fucking easy, this one. This is easy.
God, Chiefs.
The Taylor Swifts, please.
The Taylor Swifts. So we should just enter them in. They're not the Chiefs anymore. They're the T-Swifts.
Oh my God.
We're not picking the Panthers, SCG. No. No. Chiefs.
Oh God, that's brilliant.
He did do a Kappa. He did indeed do the Kappa face, but yes.
I don't know what that is.
It's so on the if you look on the thing, you see the face next to where it says Panthers on our.
Yeah.
That's on Twitch. It's called the Kappa face. It's just when you make a joke. You
Oh,
put
okay.
that
I
face
didn't
there.
know. I didn't know that. I've never heard of the Kappa face before.
Twitch lingo.
Come on, Andre, get with the young crowd now. You know.
Yeah, get with the kids, Andre.
I'm the second. I'm the second youngest here, but I feel like
you probably are right.
Well, yeah, but it's not hard to be the second youngest here when you've got me and Bobby already in our 40s.
Yeah, but I feel I'm 37 and I feel super. I feel like I'm 90 in my brain because I don't know any of the cool hip lingo.
Yeah, it only gets worse from there. Trust me.
I worked, dude, for 7 years. I worked with like 18 and 19 and 20-year-olds, and I still, dude. I just got on Snapchat earlier this year.
Oh my goodness! Now I'm feeling old.
Oh my God.
Bobby makes me fucking feel like when I do stuff with Kimmy Sokol.
Screw you, Bobby. Love you. Screw you, Bobby.
That, by the way, was the oldest I have ever felt when I did my interview with Kimmy. It's the oldest I have ever felt in my life.
I worked in retail, by the way, STG.
Yes,
There
sir.
you go. Good save.
No, I worked with 18, 19, 20-year-olds, and it was worked in retail, and that's what a lot of them are. Because they hire these people who are college kids, work summers, and take temporary jobs. So, yeah.
And they don't want to pay real money for real employees.
Yeah, very much so.
All right. Okay, next game up, gentlemen. We got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are at the New York Giants.
Oh, it's a big win for the Giants, isn't it?
I mean, the Giants did release Daniel Jones after benching him this week.
Oh my God! And then
What
like,
the hell is going on in that franchise?
Shockingly, guys, Daniel Jones is expected to clear waivers. I don't think anybody saw that coming, but he is expected to clear waivers.
we'll have him in Miami as a backup
Bobby,
for Tua.
Bobby, we're not
That'd be
touching
fun.
the Giants. I'm sorry. It's Tampa Bay. You're being upvoted 2-1. Sorry, Mr. Stats. We're going.
Yeah, Buccaneers.
So the reason why I say that he's expected to clear waivers, and the reason why Miami might sign him anyways, but the reason why you have to set to clear waivers is if another team did grab him on waivers, they would owe him $11.83 million and the $23 million injury guarantee for next year. But if they wait and they take the opportunity to try to sign him outright, they can make their own contract with him, and they won't have to pay him that absorbent amount of money to be a bum.
Mhm.
We need a backup. So Tua will go dive head first into shit. But he's going to get injured at some point again. We need a backup of some sort. So
Yeah, because Kyler, whatever. the fuck
Thompson.
his name- Yeah, and Tyler Hunt. No,
yeah, Huntley.
they just no.
Terrible. Awful.
No, just no.
I would rather have Tyreek Hill as a quarterback than I would having them two back in again.
Yeah.
All right, gentlemen.
Or
This one,
Odell Beckham, because he can actually throw the ball.
Guys, Bobby's got to get to a movie. Come on, we got to keep
Oh
moving.
yeah, God, sorry.
It's all good. Next one up. This one should be the fun one. The New England Patriots are at the Miami Dolphins.
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 This is New England playing in Miami in essentially December. This is the game we always lose almost every season. Dolphins.
Tua's gonna win it by a head.
Literally,
Fair enough.
just nut the ball in.
All right. Okay, move. That was an easy pick across the board. Then Dallas at Washington is the next one.
No, I've done that twice. You might want to.
Oh, you've done that twice? Okay, sorry.
Yeah, I've done that twice.
Passing by. You've done some of these twice then because you got Tampa
Yeah.
and New York
Yeah.
again. Okay.
I had
All right.
a bad time doing this. I told you I've had a bad week.
All right. Well, I'm filling the next one out for the viewers already. Sorry, Andre, if you don't agree with it. But our next game up on the list is the Arizona Cardinals at the Seattle Seahawks.
No, I want to pick the Cardinals.
No,
Kind of want to
Yeah. Cardinals.
you can't.
I know, but it's my team. It's my team. It's one.
Going to see
It's
Gladiator
really
2,
not.
by the way.
It's Cardinals.
What movie?
Gladiator 2.
Oh, I figured you're going to see Red One.
No, hell no.
Why not? Red One was fantastic.
I want to go see
That's
it.
not my idea. Of
You're not going to see You're not going to see Wicked this weekend?
Already saw it last night,
Oh, okay.
and it was fantastic.
Okay, I'll go with Seattle.
Is this all going to be like that? Okay.
I don't know.
What's the feel?
He's saying I could pick Arizona.
You feel obliged to do it?
All right,
You know, you know if you pick Arizona and they lose, you're not going to hear the end of it next week.
Bobby Stats wants Seahawks, so we'll go Seahawks.
All right, Mark, what was your pick on this one?
Cardinals.
Cardinals. Okay, yeah. All right.
It's a tough one. It is a coin flip on that one. That was one of the few games where I was like, this could go either way.
All right. Next up, it's the Broncos are at the Las Vegas Raiders.
Oh, this is a terrible game.
I mean, the Broncos are 6-5. Like, it's not that bad.
Yeah, but they're not that good.
But neither is Las Vegas.
Vegas sucks. Yeah, it
It's
was a dumpster fire.
not that bad. It's not a dumpster fire.
Oh,
Yeah,
It's Broncos. It's Broncos.
Broncos.
Yeah.
yeah. All right. Next up, it's the San Francisco 49ers are at the Green Bay Packers.
Packers. And I'll tell you why after Mark chooses.
He has to lock it in first.
Yeah, I think the Packers are the safe choice.
Is it though?
Not really.
Purdy's
not playing.
No, don't STG, you asshole.
Oh, no.
You asshole STG. Yeah,
Wow.
Purdy
That's being all
not playing.
deceptive.
He's ruled out with a shoulder injury.
Ed's being all
Packers in,
deceptive and dark and evil.
Damn
I've
it.
never known Ed to be so evil before.
I needed a game that I could pick up on him, and that was the one if he didn't know. And I knew he didn't know.
Right. I've just been looking at Packers. Thanks, SCG.
STG, it's going to be your fault that I get that ice bucket on my head. No, I mean, that's one game. Sorry. It's not.
If it comes down to one game, I'm going to be pissed at STG for that one.
Oh, I already said Packers. Yeah, that Purdy's out. We're going Packers.
Like,
Fair
I could see the 49ers winning this game anyways without Purdy.
Well,
Yeah.
the running game alone. The running game alone will do good, but
All right. Next up, the Baltimore Ravens are at the Los Angeles Chargers.
I don't know with this one because Chargers are on form.
Wow. No.
And the Ravens can win in weirdest circumstances as well.
Oh yeah.
So it's like, who are you going with, Chargers?
I'm taking the Chargers. Yeah.
Do I try and extend my lead or play it safe?
Yeah.
That's the thing I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
I want
Makes
to go
sense.
Baltimore here.
Oh, I'm leaning towards them, but there's something about the Chargers that just go.
Baltimore.
No, good.
SGG's with me. Baltimore and stats. So we're going Baltimore.
I'm going to go Chargers. I want the gap with the bottom ones to get closer to you lot. So if I lose that, I'm fine.
I'd much prefer these two have to fight it out than me fight it out. Otherwise, Mark is saying, I'm a coward.
Yeah. Oh, 100%. I will cheat. I will lie, cheat, and steal to stay to the top. I am not even afraid to admit that.
All right.
Yeah, fair enough. All right. We last game of the regular week before we hit the Thanksgiving games here, gentlemen. We got Philadelphia Eagles are at the Los Angeles Rams.
Eagles.
Yeah.
EIGLES.
Eagle. I want to take a risk. I want to risk. I was thinking because that's why I haven't switched it. I'm like,
you know
Rams.
you want to.
Rams.
You guys going Rams? Okay then.
I can't make the curly thing, but
All right. The risk has been taken. All right, rolling on into Thanksgiving. We got the Chicago Bears at the Detroit Lions. Dare I even ask?
Lions.
Lions.
Get ready
All
for
right.
this next dumpster fire of a match.
Filled across the board as the Lions without even needing to ask, really. So, all right. Next match. Oh, God. Yeah, you're right. It is the New York Giants at the Dallas Cowboys.
Giants. I refuse to pick the Cowboys. I refuse to pick the Cowboys, so I'll go Giants. Just for the banter. That is literally the only reason.
If I was in the league,
can I pick neither team and just not take? Can we just pick neither team and not take a point?
No,
Just sit this one out.
Can we just sit this game out and just
No. You have to pick one.
We don't
it
have
hurts
to pick.
me, but the
We can
Dallas
pick the
Cowboys.
Giants, SGG, just so you don't have to pick the Cowboys. We take a
That's
lot,
fine.
but
I've just seen that.
yeah, we're going Giants. I don't want to pick Cowboys. Cowboys are terrible, no, but like sort of the Giants. But let's take a shot.
All right.
All right, Bobby. I might have signed our death warrant there. I'll be honest.
Tommy DeVito.
You know what? We're 7 points behind, and at some point we got to make some ground up. So let's stick with it. So I'm okay with that one. It was a dumpster fire, though. Either way, speaking of dumpster fires, the Miami Dolphins are at the Green Bay Packers, and not the match, just the Dolphins. Only because of their
I thought you were doing
supporters.
Shark Boy. I thought you were doing
No.
Shark Boy.
No, fins up, baby. I'm going Dolphins. I don't care. I'm in the lead. I can pick Dolphins every week now.
Packers.
Yeah.
Packers.
In honor of our boy Kyle K. Sparks, Packers.
There we go. Packers.
He was not happy the other day on Blue Sky about the Packers game, I can tell you. The stuff he was saying on that game was brilliant.
Kyle's never happy with the Packers.
Well, he'll be this time because they're only taking on the Dolphins, so don't worry about
We'll
Oh,
win.
don't worry, Kyle will find something that they're doing.
it.
Have you read Kyle's Twitter while the Packers?
It's brilliant.
Yep. It's like reading when he's reviewing ROH matches week to week. So. All right, gentlemen. Last but not least, the Black Friday special. It's the Las Vegas Raiders at the Kansas City Chiefs. Oh my God, I might as well just fill it out.
Chiefs. Say the Chiefs.
You don't bet against the Swifties, right?
Nope. We love the
Oh, and by the
Swifties.
way, the Lifetime movie is coming out very soon. The
Oh.
Lifetime movie that's
Oh,
based on
hold on.
Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce.
I'm just saying, but discount upset.
That's fantastic.
Okay,
The
sure.
Raiders-
Let's go with the Raiders. And okay, I guess we're going Raiders.
Oh no!
I don't know.
I'm trying to help you guys so much, and you just throw it away with these. Could you listen
No,
to
no,
SCG?
no. I can't. No, dude, it's the Chiefs, bro. Dude,
You
no.
can, please, Andre, please be the man with the brain and do not do it.
Yeah, no, it's got to be the Chiefs, bro. We can't pick the Raiders here. That's just.
Please don't.
And I got Bobby. Bobby Stats is on my side, so we're going Chiefs.
You're going Chiefs. Final answer.
Yeah, I'm going. I again, SCG. If SCG's right, man, I will give you like $20 for back on a couple of those subs on this one.
Hold on, no. Put the last comment you just put on. Andre's actually helped you get a near smilling difference after what you've done. You should be like every time he comes on the screen. I want to see a picture of SDG in front of the TV going, "All hail Andre! All hail Andre!
I'm
All
not that
hail
good, dude.
Andre!"
No, I'm not that good.
All right, gentlemen. That's it for the games that are on this week. Should be an interesting one. See where the points land. I know Mark will get those graphics going.
Go sports.
Go sports.
Dude, I have jerseys of a whole different. Of a
I
sport
think
we
this is
haven't
the
even
first time
talked
I've
about
seen
today in
Auntie
the
Collins
background.
on a Sunday here with our show.
I know.
That's great.
Because to make sure
Fresh
to
as a wake.
remember that in just a little while, Auntie Collins is going to be talking about Full Gear all over again and all
Yeah.
the things at Full Gear that made her cry over on Fightful Overbooked with Kylie on Wrestling Made Me Cry.
There you go.
I believe that starts in a few minutes right after we get done here.
I believe so. But yeah, go check that out. That'll be a great
But
show.
not Mark. Thanks everyone, but not Mark.
All right. Well, gentlemen, I think we're gonna call it right there. We've got our predictions in. It should be a great time. Auntie's saying
Surprised
hey
she's
to
awake.
everybody.
I'm surprised she's awake. Dude, we didn't.
That's a show in like 10 minutes. It's either 10 minutes or 30 minutes, but she has a show in just a little while. She has to be awake.
It's called being a trooper.
Mm.
Yes.
No.
Well, I mean, no.
I just know what happens on Sunday afternoons.
Nobody owns the screen like you do, Auntie Collins.
Not even close.
True.
Yeah. Yes, I hope I enjoyed it too. I've heard some good things. I who knows? I mean, I have my doubts it'll be quite as good as what Wicked was, but we'll find out because I'm gonna go do that. I'll have reviews for you guys here. We're gonna get to that conversation here in just a moment. But yes, 30 minutes is when they go live. So there we go.
Noontime
Yeah.
Eastern, 10 a.m.
Can Auntie Collins post the link so I can join and troll? Yes, Auntie Collins, if you have a link to the show there for STG, post it there, and I will put it up on the screen here for everybody. As we do that, I am going to go over to finding information for banners and tickers and all sorts of jazzy fun stuff such as that. So we're going to start with Andre, who's going to let us know what he's got coming up and where we can find him.
You can find me on the X and Blue Sky at that Canada guy, but I'm not really posting on X that much anymore, but I haven't really started posting that much on Blue Sky yet. You can find me on TikTok, Instagram, and Threads at that Canada dude. Actually, you can't find me on TikTok anymore because I deleted it off my phone. So, I won't be putting I think I have like 3 TikToks up there, but I won't be doing anything with it because I deleted it off my phone. Because I was like, I don't use this. I don't need it. And then you can find me over at youtube.com/@Andre Melvin Talk, where you cover Japanese professional wrestling and the local independent wrestling scene. We'll be having a Trop Talk coming out within the next couple of days. We'll be covering the CWE tour featuring Who Invented Guerrera. And so we were going to talk about that. And then you can find me this Wednesday hanging out with this jerk. We're going to talk
We have a
Black
special
Widow.
guest too, by the way. Don't forget that.
I don't know who our special guest is. That's what I'm leaving.
Santana from formerly of Women's Wrestling Talk, one of the ladies who worked with Astrid over there. She is going to be joining us as we talk all things Black Widow. Very excited for that. She'll also be joining us. We can say this as I know Astrid said it the other day. She'll be joining us at some point for our deadline coverage.
Yeah. And then you can find me Friday on the Japanese Wrestling Update with Melba Collins on a pre-recorded edition, as we are going to be at the RCW show that night.
Lovely. All right. Now heading on over to Ed. Ed, what do you got coming up? Where can people find you?
You can find me this Tuesday night talking all things NXT. They'll be back on the Taking Over NXT show as we talk all things NXT as we build up to the road to deadline. We're getting last few spots of the Iron Survivor, which is the greatest wrestling match of the year. It is, as NXT says, the most exciting 25 minutes in all of professional wrestling. That will be fun. Julia versus Kalani Jordan is scheduled for this week as one of the matchups. Axiom taking on Ethan Page is one of the matchups. All kinds of fantastic stuff going on. So definitely catch us for that. Like Andre said, we got Marvel Talk coming up with Santana as well, joining us as we go ahead and talk all things Black Widow, because it feels much better right here than it does as part of Phase 4, because this is where it naturally should have gone. However, because of some of the figureheads at Marvel at the time, it was unfortunately not able to go where they wanted it to go. All kinds of good stuff there. And then, of course, I'll be back here next Sunday morning, hopefully, to chat with you guys as we have a much easier week picking NFL predictions, as there'll be about 4 less games to pick next week.
Yes, there will be. All right. So from there, Mark's turn. There's his ticker.
Yes, so on Mark Talks Gaming, we are slowly building to the end of the season with Forza Ferrari, building the car ready for when Sir Lewis Hamilton turns up. And on Mark Talks Wrestling tonight, the greatest, and I am not overstating this, the greatest triple threat match you will see will be happening tonight alongside the Women's Money in the Bank ladder match, where in the triple threat match, we are going to be determining the new WWE UK champion between Drew McIntyre, Jacob Fatu, and Carmelo Hayes. There is also an episode that is happening Thursday, which is dedicated specifically for Ed. Ed's boy is debuting in WWE, so make sure you go and check that out. And on March,
I don't know which one of my boys this is, but I'm not going to be happy, I'm sure.
No.
Seabass Finn. It's gotta be Seabass Finn.
I promise you, you will like this one, and I am not trolling you at this point. And on Mark Talks Football, we are coming to the middle of the season with South Shields. With Bobby Munson as the director of football. We're in the Emirates FA Cup. We've got a massive game coming out later today in the first proper round of the FA Cup against Exeter. So make sure you go and check that out. And all I can say is shithouse. Thank you very much for that. But yes, you can see me. I mainly post on X. Is basically my promotions for the videos that are coming out. I'm more on Blue Sky now. So make sure you go over to Blue Sky at Mark Talks, and I will be there.
Mark, by the way, that's what a real replica championship looks like. Not that garbage that you were holding on to the other week.
It debuted last week. Don't worry.
It did debut last week. But my 15-year-old belt is sort of dying away down here, so I've left it to sort of just be out of place.
Just spend the $700 on the brand new CM Punk title.
I'm all right. I'm not that much of a CM Punk fan. I'm fun. Yes.
CM Punk, a CM Punk title that can't exist because he hasn't won a title since AEW.
They're doing the championship series of replica belts where they have the CM Punk designed spinner belt. It is designed around CM Punk. It has the hand-drawn X's. It has the spinner. It has CM Punk on the inside. It's a beautiful title. Absolutely fantastic.
Yes.
The title cat. It's the title cat.
Title cat. Yeah. This guy here is the troublemaker of the two of them too. But we love him nonetheless. Anyway, that's my ticker down below where you can reach out to me. What have I got coming up this week? Of course, Thursday, Ring Respect Radio with Papa Smokes, where I don't know what the plan is just yet. So I can't really give you an idea. We might try to shoot for an interview, or we will find some sort of independent wrestling to talk about. One way or another, we will be there on Thursday for you all. Again, back here next Sunday. But in the meantime, in between time, let's fill a little bit of other space. Next Saturday coming up, we've got the WWE Survivor Series War Games post-show, and I will be present for that one. Got to represent Canada in a big way, so I will be there for that post-show, so you can check me out there.
I won't.
And of course, all this.
Mark won't. No, Mark. None
Mark.
I'm doing that.
More than enough lately.
He's been Canadian banned. Does CM Punk
I do nothing else.
Ooh, look at.
No. What the CM Punk titles is he chokes a little bitch and then goes to a proper company.
Oh, okay.
Carmelo
All
Hayes
right.
did say on Twitter this week that CM Punk taught him how to never lose a backstage fight.
All right, and if you're looking to trash talk Mark on many different programs, you can do it right here at our local establishment. We can be found across the board on all the different social media platforms, and we can also be found at YouTube and Twitch. We appreciate it if you go ahead and give us a subscribe, turn on the notification bell, give this a thumbs up, and leave us a comment if you're watching on replay. But that's going to be it for us this week on Point of View. We appreciate everybody tuning in. Happy Sunday. Enjoy the rest of your day, and we will talk soon. Take care, everybody.